I'm Sid, and these are my best friends. My mom, Kim, my dad, Ty, and my sister, Maddie, who before starting her own adventure, joined us in rocking out a state-of-the-art refit on our floating home. Now, we're ready to set sail to die with memories, not dreams, and live dauntless.
Oh, so we're getting ready to leave. We're taking the boat over to Thunderbolt, and we're going to back her up to the 50 and transfer our stuff back and forth and get prepared to take one of these boats down the intercoastal.
Well, down the coast.
Yeah.
Because they both can't go down the intercoastal.
She's right.
Good point.
Only one cup of coffee this morning. So,
And you're going to be driving the boat?
yes, it is.
Can I pull it off the dock?
No.
No, not yet, baby. Soon.
Anyway,
I gotta learn it someday.
we're going to leave while Kim takes the car over, because it won't fit on the back of the boat.
That's a long walk.
It's a long walk. So, we're commuting to work today via yacht.
We're saying goodbye to Isle of Hope.
Bye.
It's been a great place, but it's time for us to go.
Been a really busy few days, and apparently this morning Sydney was a little overwhelmed and forgot to put deodorant on.
Good thing I always carry extra in my bag.
Oh, be prepared, I guess. So we've been really bad about filming the last couple of days because we have had so much going on.
It's been like sensory overload the past few days.
I think that's a great description, sensory overload. So we are in a very unique spot here at Thunderbolt Marine because we're on the water.
That was so dramatic. Pause for effect.
Well, it's because I'm trying to maneuver the camera, and we've already established that I'm not that great at it. So it's the stress level has gone down significantly overall. I think we were able to get a little bit more sleep last night. Night before last, we were at the yard in the building until about 1 o'clock in the morning, trying to get the engines good to go, tidy up our spot, and get ready to launch. So there was a lot of stress going on there. We were super tired, really kind of bitey with one another, and honestly just didn't even think about picking up the camera. So we're really excited now. We're really, I don't know.
Today a special day?
Shut up. It's not a special day. Don't let Ty fool you.
It might be. We might be running engines today. That'd be kind of special.
That would be a freaking amazing day. I say amazing too. Let's bleep that. I gotta find new words. I don't know what you're gonna do with this.
Fantastic. Great.
It's gonna be a
Tubular?
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious kind of a day. How about that?
Do you even know what supercalifragilisticexpialidocious means? Do you?
I watched Mary Poppins
Do you-
like a long time ago.
If you say it wrong, it's going to be atrocious.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
I think we should just delete this whole part. Boop. Boop. Sydney, we're gonna redo this. All right. I really don't want to hold this camera up anymore. It's really kind of a pain in the butt to hold.
Well, why are you only holding the smallest part of it?
It actually is easier to hold this way. I was holding the whole thing and it was too...
Extraordinarily good or wonderful is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Okay, so I apparently say a few words too often. One of them is so, and Sydney really does not like that. So I'm going to find
It's amazing.
a new word. Amazing is used a lot, which I'm going to find a new word for that too.
So exciting.
And so exciting. I have decided to replace two of those words with supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, which by definition means
Extraordinarily good or wonderful.
extraordinarily good or wonderful. So,
So,
I said it. Well then, moving on.
alrighty then.
It could be like in Spanish class, you say pues. When you don't know what to say, you're like filling words.
Entonces. No. So, I said it again. Damn it! We today, we are going to make every effort to make at least one, if not two, engines run today.
Dad, it's a royal
It's a
we.
royal we, and by that I mean Ty is going to do that because the rest of the we have other things to do. Sid is working on a video, and
Yes,
in her
and-
spare time of not working on a video,
Downloading SD cards.
yeah, she has to help me try and get all of the rest of our crap out of building 200 and moved over to the boat. Plus we have to move all of the rest of our crap out of the storage shed that we were using to store all of our extra crap and get it moved onto the boat. And I don't want to do any of it. The tide is pretty high, so we've got a good
I know,
movement.
we're like 2 hours past high tide and it's still really high.
Yeah, we've got good movement on and off of the dock area, but as soon as we start getting into low tide, this distance is going to change dramatically.
Can you even see that?
I don't know.
I
You'll
think it's like washed out. Pretty
you'll
bad.
know when you like look at it. Anyway,
It's later's problem.
it's later's problem, and by later's problem I mean her problem later, not mine. I did my job by picking up the camera. Again, half the battle, picking up the camera. All right, I almost said so again. Ha! Sid,
Yeah.
let's get to it.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I hate that too. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. How's your boat yoga?
It's awesome. So we put counter-rotating props on this boat, and well, let me just show you. Hang on. Counter-rotating props. When you engage the drive on the front of the boat, at the helm, you push forward, the boat goes forward. You push reverse, and the boat goes in reverse. But the way that looks is right here. There's a cable that comes through it that's bolted here, and it's attached here. So when you push forward, it pulls this into forward. And when you go into reverse, it pushes it in reverse. Well, with a counter-rotating prop, this prop has to turn the opposite direction. So this needs to be forward, and this needs to be reverse. So the way we're going to do that is I'm going to take this off here, and I'm going to move it over to here, just like this. So I can loosen this nut here and rotate this here. So when we go into forward, it's going to pull it this direction, which would normally be reverse. And when you go in reverse, it's going to push it this direction. So I'm just going to loosen this and rotate it on this spline here, and we're going to relocate the actual mount point or the pull point on the cable. So that's it. But you have to be in here doing this in this little tiny space. I don't know if you can see all of that. Kim.
Yes, love. I got it. All right. What are you doing in there?
Putting the fluids in the engine. I just got done topping off the oil, and now I'm going, and the coolant, should add some coolant to the reservoir, and then I'm going to crawl back in that hole and fill up the sail drive.
I don't know if I can film the hole.
All the way in the back there.
I can't really see it, but it's back there.
Yep. And then we're going to start the engine. So I'm super excited about that. I can't get the big jug down there, and when I bought this oil, there was no gallons available. For some reason they were out, COVID. Now I can't buy a 5-gallon, all I can buy is the single gallon. But I'm using the single gallon as a control device so that when I pour it into the engine, I've got something smaller to hold on to so I don't spill. And I haven't spilled any oil yet. So I'm hoping, knock on wood. And so the engine takes 7 with a new fill and new oil filter, and the sail drive takes just over 3. So I'm going to fill this up until it hits just a skosh over 3 quarts. So when I put it in the sail drive, I know that it's full. Oh, see?
Ooh,
Spoke
buddy.
too soon. I'm making a mess.
Hence the reason for the 3M absorbing pads, and you're at 3.
Just a skosh over.
You're just at, well, a squash over plus what you let go.
I'll be back with a rag.
Whoopsie. So are you trying to play a contortionist?
Yep, boat yoga.
Boat yoga.
Shit.
Oh, that's not good. What do you do?
Well, I probably, if I was smart, should have filled up the sail drives before I put the engines in. But we're gonna have to do it again anyway. Here in 50 hours. But it is a bit of a challenge to get in here. And I didn't spill a drop.
Woohoo!
All right. Can I hand this to you?
Oh boy. I think I have it.
Okay.
Oh geez. When you're done checking your dipstick, is that what you're doing? That's what it looks like you're doing.
About me and my dipstick? Yes.
I don't want to talk about your dipstick.
Coolant is in.
Okay, so I know this is a brand new engine, but
Yes.
let's say that you were not just installing a brand new engine, but you're going through a checklist maybe before, well, because this is true, before you're getting ready to use your engine. So what kinds of things are you looking for to make sure that you've done?
Of course, you want to check your oil, check your coolant level. To make sure all of that stuff is done, you want to make sure that your seacock is open, which is down here on the sail drive. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Can you see this down here?
No, but maybe you can show the camera.
Yep. So what I'm going to do here is, this is the raw water intake that comes up from the sail drive. I need to make sure that this is open so that water can flow from there around the back of the engine and here up into the water pump.
All right.
breaking stuff?
So this is just the little important deal with the brand new motor about the...
Can you read that?
Yeah, I think so.
So, you guys can zoom back, and it says, or run, sorry, you can back up and read that again if you need to. It says, before filling with coolant, close the drain cocks. The drain cocks are open. So this was hanging off of a drain cock, so I tightened the drain cock. But this is cock or cocks, so there's lots of cocks on the motor, and I didn't close the other one. So I kept hearing a trickling. I'm thinking, well, that's kind of odd when I'm filling the coolant. Yeah, I poured a gallon in, and so the camera cut out, but what happened is that gallon of coolant drained out the other side into the bottom of the bilge, so I got to clean my engine room again. But this time I closed the drain cock and made sure it was closed. All of the cocks were closed, and then I filled it back up full of more coolant. So I had to clean it all up, and I made a huge mess. That's all cleaned up now, and I have now checked my intakes for water. I've checked my connections and my fuses on my battery. I've checked the oil in the sail drive and the engine. I've checked my coolant levels, my engine mounts, and all that fun stuff. We've got everything checked. So now what I'm gonna do, when Kim's done telling the dog not to bark, what's she barking at?
Somebody was just coming over to the trash can.
She's very protective.
She's on the boat. She's being protected.
So now I'm gonna ask Kim to go down into the port aft cabin and turn on the battery switch, the new one that I put in, and we should be able to hear a click here in a second. You go turn that on?
Okay.
All right, thanks. Now while she waits, I'm gonna show you, I've got this brand new engine control right here. We put the bigger ones in, what has these extra gauges for water and oil on the side, so we can monitor everything. The dog's not having it. Apparently people are invading our space and she doesn't like it. So when she turns that on, it's gonna beep. Yep. All right, so there's a click on the motor. Now I'm gonna put you down here. I'm gonna push this power button. All right. Our auxiliary stop button is on, which is our safety switch. That's another thing I should show you. It's that button right there. You gotta make sure that it's in the run position and not the, sorry guys, I'm trying, I promise.
Can I do something or you got it?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I don't have it, but I got it. All right. So we have 0 hours on the engine. The computers on the inside tell the controls what the status of the engine is. So this is just a dummy. And then I'm gonna scroll through here. 14 degrees Celsius is the current engine temperature. And of course we have the oil pressure. 12.3 volts is our start battery. All right, no alarms. So we're ready to go. Pull these extra stickers off so we can see oil and water, pressure and temp. All right, guys.
Wait.
What?
I need a camera.
Kim needs a camera. We have to make sure that there's water flowing overboard. And Sid's here. She came back with lunch. We're having sushi today. It seemed appropriate. Seafood while you're on the water. Hey, Sid.
Hi. That was the fastest ever. All right, ever been.
All right, are we ready? I'm ready.
Oh, are we starting the engine?
We're starting the engine.
Man, I got back just in the nick of time.
Okay, here we go. Start. We have water.
We have water! Come on, baby, give me some more water. It's barely a trickle. Come on, baby.
There she goes.
We got water.
All right, so now I'm gonna go up top and I'm gonna throttle the engine up. We got 15 minutes of warm-up time. All right, here we go. Ready? Okay, here we go.
I see movement. Good. Yeah.
I'm gonna just throttle a little bit up against the dock lines. Idle. And neutral. All right, let's check reverse. All right, Kim, throttling forward. You see prop wash? It worked. Awesome. Success. Engine number one, guys. Engine number one. So with the port engine done, we moved on to starboard. Well, we didn't film this because it's just a little more of the same. Except for this time, I closed both cocks. And now that we have both engines commissioned, we need to take her out for a quick sea trial. I have to admit, I was a little nervous. Helming her for the first time, how was it going to handle? How are the props going to do? Would it be the same as the 450? I ran her through her paces, and everything from the props to the rudders and the engines worked flawlessly, and we couldn't be happier. There's so much emotion for all of us today. It may not show on our faces because we're intently concentrating on what we're doing. We are overwhelmed with pride of our accomplishments, reaching this day and meeting this goal. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.